ready to start your full stack journey? In this video, we are breaking down the top tools and technologies for full stack development, specifically for beginners. Whether you are just starting out or looking to expand your skills, this video has got everything you need in order to build amazing web applications as a full stack developer. And for those who are looking for a full stack development roadmap, please don't forget to check my other video where we have covered the full stack development journey from start to finish. Let's start by looking at the front-end development tools and technologies. Front-end is what users see and interact when they visit a website. The most popular front-end framework right now is React. React is a JavaScript library built by Facebook and it's used by companies like Facebook and Netflix. React provides a lot of flexibility and performance, making it a great choice for building complex web applications. Another popular front-end framework is Angular. Angular is a full-fledged framework that provides a lot of features out of the box, including robust set of tools for building user interfaces, for managing states, to handle routes, and it is used by companies like Google and Microsoft. Both React and Angular are great choices for front-end development, and which one to use depends on your specific needs. React is considered to be relatively easier to learn, especially if you're familiar with JavaScript, and React uses functional or class-based components, which makes it easier to reuse and build large and complex applications. Angular, on the other end, is a complex framework and requires a lot of time and effort to learn, especially if you're new to web development. However, it is a complete platform for building dynamic web applications and it is still widely used in the industry. And as a person who has worked with both Angular and React, I can say that React is much more simpler and easier to work with compared to Angular, but it's just my personal preference. And for those of you who are interested in learning React, please check my channel. I have a video where I show you how to build a to-do application with React from scratch, and it is designed specifically for beginners. So if you are new to web development or React, please check that out. When it comes to backend, there's a wide range of framework and technologies to choose from, and backend is responsible for performing server-side tasks like storing and retrieving data, processing requests from front-end, and generating dynamic content. To help you choose the right framework, let's take a look at the most popular ones available. One is Node.js with Express, Django for Python, Ruby on Rails, and there is Laravel for PHP and ASP.NET. Node.js and Express are a fast and scalable option for building real-time applications. Django, on the other hand, is a Python framework and has built-in functionalities for common tasks. Ruby on Rails uses a convention over configuration approach for building web applications using Ruby. Laravel is a PHP framework which is known for its elegant syntax and security features. ASP.NET is a .NET framework for building dynamic web application and services. In terms of ease of learning, it totally depends on the individual's previous experiences and familiarity with the programming language that these framework uses. For example, if you're someone who is more comfortable with JavaScript, then you can choose to learn Node.js with Express.js, or if you're someone who's more familiar with Python and if your career demands you to learn Python as a programming language, then you can choose to learn Django. That would be a straightforward option for you. Some frameworks such as Django and Ruby on Rails are considered beginner friendly because of their clear documentation and supportive community, and Laravel is also known for its clear documentation and helpful community for PHP developers. But ASP.NET has a steep learning curve for beginners, but it provides a lot of flexibility and power for experienced developers. Ultimately, the best backend framework for your career will depend on your interests and specific goals. So do your research, consider your needs and your career aspirations, and choose the framework that is best for you. Now let's talk about databases. Databases are used to store and retrieve your data, and there are two main databases. One is SQL database and the other is NoSQL database. SQL databases such as MySQL and PostgreSQL are used to store and retrieve structured data, and these SQL databases are great for applications that uses complex relationship between the data data, and they are often used in traditional web applications. NoSQL databases such as MongoDB and Cassandra are used to store and retrieve unstructured data, and NoSQL databases are great for applications that wants to store a large amount of data and is often used in big data and real-time applications. The choice of which database to choose depends on your specific needs. For example, if your application requires a complex relationship between the data, then you would choose SQL, and if your application requires to store a large amount of data, then you would choose NoSQL. And in terms of ease of learning, personally I liked MongoDB, like the NoSQL, because it was easier for me than complex queries with SQL, but it's just my personal preference. So the next thing I want to talk about is DevOps, and as a beginner in software development, it is not a mandatory requirement to learn DevOps, but it can be very beneficial for your career growth. So understanding just the basics of DevOps and how it fits into the software development lifecycle can give you an idea of the overall software development process from development to deployment and beyond. And additionally, it can also give you an edge in the job market, right? However, if you're just starting out, I would say just first master the basics of software development process and then explore DevOps and how it can be helpful for your career. So the goal of DevOps is to make your software development cycle more faster, efficient and reliable, and for this DevOps relies on tools like Docker and Kubernetes. So what Docker does is it packages all parts of your software into one container, making it easier to move your software from one place to another, and Kubernetes on the other hand helps to manage multiple containers and makes it easier to scale your software. In addition to these tools, DevOps also includes collaboration between developers and operation team to ensure that the application is properly deployed and maintained effectively. For this, there's CI/CD pipeline, and the popular tools here are Travis CI and Jenkins, and there's monitoring tools such as Datadog, and there's also testing tools. The popular ones are JUnit and Selenium. So by using DevOps practices and tools, organizations can improve their software delivery process and make sure that their applications are scalable and reliable. So understanding the basics of DevOps is necessary for beginners as well as experienced developers in this rapidly changing software development industry. So the last thing I want to talk about is cloud computing, and in simple words, cloud computing is using the internet to access computer resources like servers, storage and applications. And cloud computing is becoming popular these days because of its flexibility, and it also saves money. So there are many companies that offers cloud computing services such as Amazon Web Services, Google Cloud Platform, and there's also Microsoft Azure. And these companies lets you use your virtual computers to store data and more. As a beginner, you need not learn cloud computing right away, but it's a good skill to have because many companies are using this now. So these are some of the top tools and technologies for full stack development, and of course there are many other tools and technologies, but these are the most popular and widely used ones. And when it comes to full stack development, it's a lot to learn and it can be overwhelming to keep up with the latest tools and technologies, but starting with the most popular and widely used ones can be a great place to begin with. Remember, every tool and technology has its own strength and weakness, so it's important to do your own research before choosing the one that suits your specific goals and learning style. And it's not necessary you have to learn all at once. For example, in today's video we also saw about DevOps and cloud computing, and it's not mandatory in order to be a full stack developer. These are skills that are nice to have, and you can first choose to learn the necessary ones and then build your skills gradually and explore other areas. With dedication and persistence, you can be a full stack developer in no time. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this was useful for you, and please leave your questions in the comment section if there are any. Let's meet again with another video. Bye.